Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy SoSo, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining us as usual. Make sure you're hitting that like, comment, and subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that notification button so you guys get notified when we drop hits like this. Today, we are in Vic Garcia world, sitting down with the Miami artist Vic Garcia, and we're gonna be chopping down not only his artist, his involvement in sports, and what he's doing for the Miami community. It's time to take a ride, y'all. Let's go. Man, Vic Garcia, thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Appreciate
Thanks for making
man.
the time,
Thank you. I'm excited. Let's do this.
I'm happy to have you here on Sports with SoSo. I know Joel and I have been chasing you down for a little bit. Shout out to Joel behind the camera.
For sure.
Real quick before we get started, man, let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Yes, sir. So Instagram, Vic Garcia and Vic Garcia World, and then www.vicgarciaworld.com.
Yes, sir, man. And we're in Vic Garcia World right now, bro.
Yep. Welcome. I'm excited to have you.
It's an amazing place, brother. Not only because of the art that's in here, right? It's beyond amazing, but what it means to you, right? Joel and I can feel the energy, and I hope you guys can feel the energy as well coming through the lens, because you know what you embody as an artist, especially a local artist, where we have to do a better job of supporting people like yourself.
Of course.
You're one of those guys who can say, I'm living the dream, right? Because what I'm really doing is doing what I like to do, which is getting my message out and helping people. How does that make you feel, man, as such a successful artist down here in Miami?
Yeah, no, first and foremost, thank you for having me again. I'm excited, and it's to be able to do what you love is a dream. It's a dream, and to make the world a little happier through my art and just meeting all these cool, interesting people like you guys is fun. So every day I'm excited to just wake up and see where this journey and dream is gonna take me, and there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more people to touch, and I'm not on this dream alone. It takes people's love and support. So
yeah,
we're here, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And we're here to support you because I know that you support us as well. Let's talk about that support, right? One of the things that I really love and enjoy about not only your brand, but about yourself as an artist is that anybody who comes into your world, right, whether it's making a purchase on your website, buying one of your pieces of art, contributing to your foundation, I feel like that's such an important thing, such a personal thing, and you treat it like that as well, and you welcome those people in as family members. What does that mean to you, to have somebody become a part of the Vic Garcia family?
No doubt. I always say, like, if someone that's liking something is just as important as someone buying a t-shirt, buying a painting. You're embarking on this dream and this huge family that I'm creating, and at the end, you're helping me tell this story that I think needs to be told, and I feel like now more than ever, this world is in dark places, and I think just with this world I've created, I always say, if someone could look at one of my creations, from a shirt to a mural to a canvas, and I could make you disconnect from the crazy world we're living in and connect with this world, and I made you smile, I made you feel good, I did my job. So
yeah, man,
that's what we're doing, and we definitely accept everyone, and we don't leave anyone outside. Yeah,
I love it, bro. And you're doing such a great job at it, man. And it's hard to be humble in those places, right? Because you're touching so many lives, right? And you're getting to reap the benefits of seeing it, and seeing the reward from their lives, and how it just gives you that positive vibe in your own life, man.
100%, yeah.
I wanted to ask you this. You have a very eclectic art collection here. You use a lot of different colors. What would you say inspired you, right, in the terms of Miami? Because we were talking about a little bit off camera how Miami's such a magical place, such a different place. What little things can you say that you point at most of the times to get your inspiration?
Yeah, so I always say I'm definitely inspired by the everyday human. I think you could get different inspiration from all types of people. It doesn't only have to be an artist. You definitely feel Miami within my work, from the bright colors to the positivity to the people of all different cultures coming in. It's a huge melting pot, and these canvases is serving as that. And Miami has been great to me. It's supported me. It's helped me put this passion and dream to real life, and just constantly meeting new cool people in Miami. And
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. I wanted to ask you this. Let's talk about this. Your message, right, is one of the most important messages that we can have, right, which is spreading positivity, spreading love, welcoming people, welcoming colors, welcoming races. That's something that is, like you said, much needed in this world, right? Because we could use a little bit more collectiveness and not so much separation.
100%.
How do you wear that badge of honor, right, in the everyday world and try to get that across besides your art?
So yeah, whatever I'm doing, I try to put these messages across in whatever form I could do it. Like from the murals to working with other bigger brands to teaming up with community projects to going back to schools and talking to these kids about that. Like one of my messages is together we make this world better. So yeah. I'm constantly like, and it's not even only about me, it's about putting other people on that like need to be helped out and vice versa. Someone could help you and I can now help you, but now I'm here to support you and we're in this together now. Yeah. I want to see you succeed just like you want me to succeed, because at the end we rep a city, Miami, and we got to stick together and we got to keep showing love to each other, because love it's all about love. Yeah,
it's the most important thing in this world, right? We're both family oriented. We obviously have close friends and family that we do share that love with, and I think that's one of the best things in my opinion about your message, right? Because you do get a chance to visit a lot of schools, you do get a lot of chances to give back to the community, and it's such an impactful message for the youth today to be like, it's not about all competition. Yeah, you want to compete when the competition is there,
of course.
But once the competition is over, you got to be able to adapt to being a human and sharing love and sharing positivity and being a good person in the world. And I think that they have to learn that message, and if they can learn it from somebody who is quote unquote cool like yourself, right? Popular guy with the art, and people see you with these artists and and these baseball players and these athletes, but at the end of the day they know that you're just a regular human being like them with a message that relates to them and they can relate to it.
No doubt, yeah. So that's these schools. Look, there's other artists going out there and doing amazing murals, and I always say like, there's room for everybody. Like, just like if you might rock my T-shirt, but there's 100 other brands out there that are doing beautiful work that I'm even trying to support as well. And I have my own personal art collection as well, and I'm always showing love to different people, especially Miami-bred talent, because it's important. It's important. You got to show love if you're expecting for them to show love back to you. So
and I think that's what makes us stronger, right? As a community and as a city, right? If we're talking about how do we build each other up, right? How do we build up 305? How do we make Miami great? We do that by supporting each other, right? And spreading that message of positivity and just being able to be accountable, right? And be there for somebody and say, hey, if you need anything, you can count on me, man. I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to do something. I'll do it just out of the love of seeing somebody else succeed, man. And I think that's the message, bro, that we need here, bro, for real.
But then you get the competitive people, and not everybody is thinking like us, and that's the reality. They're thinking it's a competition, and there's still a lot of hate out there, a lot more hate than sadly love, man. So if you could influence maybe the next generation of these young kids that like it could be done differently, because maybe it's already too late for like the older folks that is still hating and not showing the love that's needed. So I think that is part of the reason why I go back to these schools as well, to show that like, yo, like this could be you. Like I was you not that long ago, and look what I've been able to do, and look what these other artists are doing, and look at these amazing podcasts. And there's a lot. This world is, with hard work and dedication and putting your mind to something, it's endless what could be done. It's just perseverance and attacking it and making a dream a reality, right?
Yeah, man. And if we're talking about like, especially here, right, and the influence that we can have in Miami, we know that there's so much talent here. Athletically, mentally, like all types of talent is here, because like you said, we're such a melting pot of a community that you're gonna get the best of the best of the best, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's talk a little bit about your involvement with sports, man. Obviously, you know, you've gotten to become a little bit popular nowadays with some of the artists that are making waves, let's say, in sports, right? Baseball, basketball, football. What was your introduction to sports world, right? And how did that make you feel saying, man, this guy who's a superstar athlete, you know, found my piece of art pretty cool?
Look, I would be lying to say that, like, I'm not, like, amazed every time it happens. Yeah. Because I try to say, look, everybody is just as important, but yes, these athletes and famous people do help enhance the dream and put it out there in a quicker way. It's been cool. I grew up a sports fan. I'm obviously born and raised from Miami. I grew up playing baseball. I hung it up a little early, but it wasn't for me.
It's the right decision.
Yeah, not everything is for everybody.
It worked out.
You find out certain things, but I definitely grew up a Marlins fan, the Dolphins, the Heat. So to now be able to incorporate this art world with these sports figures and some of the biggest faces in these different sports, and see them just talking about now my dream and showing love and putting on the T-shirt and supporting it and introducing me to other players it's wild. It's wild to just see it come to life and just trickle down. But every situation has been different. How I've gotten to certain players and certain athletes, and it's fun. It's fun to see it evolve, and I appreciate each and every one of them. For sure,
right?
And also with like the clothes and stuff, like it's cool to like, these guys are getting all types of things daily. So for them now to open this box up and be like, oh shit, like I could rock this and actually put it on, not by force. They're doing it because they really believe in it. They really see the message and they like the quality, and it's wild to see it. And every so often I get like these big names on my website ordering and checking out, and I'm like, wow, this is insane. This is crazy. Different stores I work with, like Shoe Gallery has been major. It's been major for the athletes have walked in there. DJ Khaled walked in there and bought a T-shirt like if he was a normal person. So, and then I have other people sending me pictures of these people, and I'm like, wow, this is wild. But yeah, I always envisioned it.
It's something different to see it in person, right?
To see it happen, and evolve.
If you're talking about, you know, dreams, right, becoming reality, you know, a dream is to say, you know what, I want to start my clothing line, right? Achieved it. I want to put a positive message and be able to control my clothing line. Achieved it. Now I want people who really believe in it and enjoy it and are of some notoriety, right? And like also wear it and believe in it. Check that box too. And then you have those guys like in your Las Vegas show, you know, I just kept seeing the people walking in there, and I'm like, all these dudes are there because they genuinely think this shit is dope. And in my mind, I'm like, I would wear that. I would wear that. I would wear that too. I would wear that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
And it's so easy going when it happens like that. It's just like, again, it's just a dream coming true for you, I bet.
Oh no, it's a dream come true. Every day is a dream come true for me, honestly, to be able to keep knocking at this door and keep chasing it and just seeing it evolve is a beautiful thing. I try not to get stuck on what happened already yesterday and just always think what's next, and then hopefully as I go, I keep checking off boxes and growing it and meeting new people. But that time in Vegas was special. Shout out to my friend Dan, who curated an amazing suite together, and has been doing it for like 6 or 7 years. Amazing. And just one player now tells the younger guy, and the younger guy now pulls up, just showing my face to people and putting it in front of people that maybe I haven't seen throughout the season, and just see it evolve. Yeah. And social media is wild, man. You could really honestly put yourself in front of anyone you want to put yourself in front of. I really get it out there.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of these guys I honestly haven't even met, and we've gone back and forth through social media for years, and we haven't even put ourselves in front of, and they just keep supporting it, and eventually we'll meet. But I'm still meeting people that maybe have been rocking with it like for 4 or 5 years, which is wild.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man, because like I said earlier, you know, it really embodies, right, what your message is about. Showing love, showing support, and having everything be for the love of a human, right? For the love of somebody else, which may not give you anything in return, right? Because sometimes people, being from Miami, we can tell quite easily when somebody's doing something out of genuine love, right? And out of wanting something in return. That must be amazing to have these people come across your world like that in your timeline and have that box checked off. But I wanted to ask you, since you're talking about the future, what would you say, right, could be the future for Miami art, right? Because this is a city that has really embodied art in the last 10, 15 years, right? We've seen an explosion in the graffiti scene.
Of course,
We've seen an explosion in the architectural scene, right? How the buildings are being designed now. And even in how the art is being established, right? You're one of the examples for that. Where do you see art going in the next 10, 15 years? Like, what's a possible thing? I know the possibilities are limitless, right?
Yeah,
but like, what's one thing that you're looking out for?
Yeah, I definitely think we're living in an amazing time in Miami. I definitely think the city is growing at a rapid pace. Even like going to Wynwood and checking out the Museum of Graffiti and all these different galleries and amazing stores like BBC, it's wild to see it. Like 15 years ago, you couldn't even go walk through there, and now it's like people of all kind, all over the world are stepping in there and taking pictures of these murals from worldwide artists. The design district is obviously doing an incredible job with all these curation of the best stores, and like these stores that have been just from Europe and everywhere, just around forever. And then there's other areas still on the rise, Little Haiti, Little River, Calle Ocho. I think there's still a lot more potential there as well. The art scene, you can't go down a block and just, you feel it, you smell it, you see, just all you gotta do is walk around a little and you just see the different cultures coming together for the better of this world, and it's magical. I don't see myself going anywhere, and I think every day it's just getting better and better, and more new areas are popping up, and more new buildings are rising, and I think it's good. I think it's important, and it's opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you said, there is a ton of inspiration, right? Even when you, like, you know, before, I'll give you an example for Joel and I, right? ESPN was the end all be all, right? If you wanted sports content, you had to go to ESPN. And now there's a million different avenues that you can go and get your sports, people doing different things in sports. And people not even covering sports like if it was a sports show, right?
Yeah.
So just lets you know like what the possibilities are and how many lanes there could be for somebody who's willing to be creative, willing to be inspired, right? And using that combination of motivation, inspiration, and drive, right? To kind of go after something, which is kind of like what we did with the podcast and the show, and kind of what you're doing with Vic Garcia World. I have to ask you, man, because these two major freaking headpieces here, right?
They're just chilling.
They're just chilling. I gotta ask you, man, when you pull up to these children events, I know we were talking off air about the children's hospital you recently visited, and you had the costumes out there.
Correct, yeah.
Bro, explain that joy to people who would probably never had a chance to volunteer work or do anything like that. Like, explain to people how that makes you feel to see the joy you bring these children through your art and through your positive message.
Yeah, the joy is magical. I think it gives me chills every time. I think to be able to impact someone's life that's just going through such hard times is special. Even if it's just for that 1 or 2 hours that I'm there coloring with these kids and making them smile, and just bring a little light in such a dark moment is everything. Is something I want to continue to do. I definitely, I was in an email chain with a few other hospitals that I want to start working with. I think, look, these kids are coloring your characters in a coloring book while they have maybe the IV connected to them. Right. So like, it's pretty. I think it opens up your eyes a little more that at the end, being healthy and is everything, because life is, we're not here forever, and we just, to be able to be healthy and to be, I think a lot of people take life for granted and don't like appreciate the small things and just being fully there and active and being able to do certain things. Yeah.
And again, like, you know, you get to witness that, right? And you get that reality check to say, this is why I do these things, right?
100%.
To make sure that I am getting the most out of my life and that I'm doing the most for other people in their lives as well. I love to see when you post stuff like that, man. Don't get me wrong, I'm here for the sports, right? But
yeah, of course.
If I'm talking about what matters to me personally, is seeing things like that, because from our age, right, and the people we grew up with, maybe we didn't get a chance to see that. You mentioned how powerful social media is now and how many people you can reach.
No doubt.
Now that message that probably, you know, 100 people would have saw on MySpace or something like that, you know, goes to millions of people worldwide, and that's the reach that you're growing right now, man. And I'm just excited for you, bro, because I look at where we're at right now. I look at all the art you were showing Joel and I, man, and I'm like, bro, this guy is doing it right, you know, because you're doing everything that you said you would want to do, right? Especially as far as your inspirations, and I've heard a couple of your interviews beforehand where that's what means the most to you. I wanna switch the topic a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back to sports. We were talking earlier, like, what's your favorite sport, right? And you mentioned that you came up playing baseball. Now that you're in this lane, right, what's your favorite sport to go and watch, right? Obviously you get invited by some of the guys that you know and stuff like that. Which sport has been one of your favorite sports to say, this is what I like going to?
Yeah, and before we go into that, also, dealing with these sports guys, a lot of them do have foundations, so I've been able to piggyback and connect our two worlds, the sports world and the art world, migrated into one, and then give back to the city of Miami, which is wild. It's insane. Awesome. I did a coloring book with Bam Adebayo's foundation, which was insane. That's how I first got to the Nicholas Children's Hospital. So just different things like that is very cool. But from so I do like baseball. I'm definitely connected.
Your love.
I'm definitely connected to the game of baseball, and some of my earliest supporters have definitely been baseball players. But I don't know. I think from an actual like going to watch it is probably some sort of NBA game. Yeah. I just, the excitement, them jumping around, the movement of back and forth, it's just at a quicker pace. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've been to some playoff games. Like, I've been able to head over to Philly to watch one of my good friends coach, and postseason baseball in Philadelphia is pretty electric. Like, I wish Miami was able to get to that point at some point, but
I don't think we're gonna get that, Vic. We want to get there, but I don't think we're gonna look at Joel's face. I don't think we're gonna get there.
It's not looking good, but
no, it's not.
That's that. But yeah, definitely the Miami Heat. I'm excited to see the Dolphins this year and what everybody healthy and see what they're gonna be able to do. I think we could definitely make a long push at it, and I think if we all stay healthy, I think there's a Super Bowl in our destiny. Yeah.
Man, I like that energy.
I know it's been a long time, man.
But why not now?
I think it's possible.
Why not now?
I think we got our key players in place and tied up for a little, and believe in it.
Yeah, for sure.
I also think the Heat's got a squad if we stay healthy too, man. I really do.
I mean, the guy who drives it all is Bam, right? Or at least for the Heat.
Yeah.
I think that's the guy who's probably the most exciting player that we have, right? Because he can do so much, and he's such an amazing athlete, an amazing person. He has a great foundation, and he's really been like a 305 guy.
Oh no, yeah,
he's got here.
Yeah, no, he's taking it on.
He's like a baby UD.
Yeah, and I think UD's a baby Zoe. I think they're just they've taken on this leadership role, and they've really are embracing the culture and the city, and they're giving back. I think it's very important, very necessary, and they're doing it.
They're doing a great job at it.
They're definitely making it happen, yeah.
For sure. And I think that the Marlins, they could use a lot of work, right? Maybe they need things in there like Vic Garcia art, right, to kind of liven up the place, make it possible.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm still rocking my Marlins hat, and
Call my guy right here.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep cheering them on.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of young guys too, and I'm rooting for them as well.
We have the talent.
Yeah,
we have the talent to build up the franchise. There's no doubt about that. We have the talent to build up the franchise.
And we got a beautiful stadium in downtown Miami. Now people just need to pull up and show up. Like, the people are here. We saw it in the WBC.
Yeah.
There was sold out crowds.
Every game.
We have people from all over the world.
They want to see a good product.
They want to see a good product, yeah.
You know, just like everything else, right? And I think the same thing applies to the Dolphins, right? They have an amazing product right now. And if there's ever a time for them to kind of like go over that tip of the iceberg, this is a year I think it is for them, right? Because they have so many things aligned for them. They got a great coach, great quarterback, great wide receivers, great running backs. They're just stacked as a team. And I think that they can use a little bit of Vic Garcia art in that stadium as well. There's a lot of gray.
No, there's definitely gray. Yeah,
no, we got to switch that up a little bit.
100%. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for action. I'm always thinking of how I could get involved. So it's definitely been in my dreams that night.
Yeah, man, that shit is awesome, man. I would love to see it, bro, because we were talking about it. We got that little piece back there for the Hurricanes, and I know you're tied into them. I'm a big-time Hurricanes fan, and I just think that when you're involved with schools like that and you're showing them love, I saw the video of you and Jack McClinton giving Coach L his painting, and that was amazing because obviously he could tell he loved it. And it was cool for Jack too, right? Because Jack didn't necessarily get coached under Coach L, but he just had an impact on the program. He knows how an amazing person Coach L is, and it's just nice to see that integration. And I love what you're doing with the Hurricanes because those colors are just amazing. I can't take my eyes off it, man.
Yeah, that one came out special, yeah. I told my boy that I'm dropping it off at. I'm like, yo, I'm not sending you a picture, but it's crazy, yeah.
Well, he's gonna. Hopefully, he doesn't see this podcast just yet until the.
And I'm always plotting. And actually, so I have a couple coaches at UNC.
Oh, okay.
So I think a baby blue version would be nice too, because now my niece is headed out there to play volleyball.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And they just did like a whole like new hangout area. So I pitched it to the coach. So maybe we'll head out to Chapel Hill too. Yeah.
I mean, look, if there's one color that Miami fans will like give you the okay for, it's gonna be UNC, right? Because obviously there's so many classic Jordans,
that
right?
Baby blue,
that baby blue, and it's just like timeless, you know. And there's so many things that I could just picture it now. Like you doing that would be so amazing.
Honestly, I think every sports program should somehow incorporate artists because I think it brings more life to the area. It brings people excitement and people want to take pictures at it. I actually have a mural with Baptist Health at the Inter Miami Stadium as well.
Nice.
Which was definitely a dream. And then with the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field as well. So
amazing.
Yes, I'm loyal to Miami, but this dream is bigger than the 305. I need to get out there and put myself in front of new people. Is the reality. And then now seeing all these different players of all these different teams supporting the dream, I start rooting for them as well. So obviously we traded Jazz Chisholm to the Yankees, and he had he's been balling, and
he is amazing. Period.
So now I'm cheering
for the Yankees,
for him and the Yankees, right? Yeah,
but I'm definitely rooting for him, man.
I got a couple guys on the mat, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan of sports, and look, there's a lot of amazing teams. At the end of the day, if they're playing a Miami team, that's who I'm rooting for.
But there's nothing wrong with showing love while they're out there doing their thing, right? And I think that's part of your message as a whole, right? And
show love,
And as a thing in Miami that we got to get better at, right? And I think that now it's starting to evolve to that level because even as a city, we've seen the progression, right? If we look back in Miami in the 70s, it changed a lot in the 80s, obviously from the 80s to the 90s, 90s to the 2000s. And from then now, it's just been such a huge jump that I think that we're finally getting to that place where people know what Miami's really about. And people can actually feel good about being from Miami and knowing that we're a city that's known for art, known for architecture, known for culture, known for restaurants, for food and stuff like that. Instead of just being known for other stuff that happened in the back in the day.
No, we definitely have grown out of that, and like everything, growth. Yeah. I think our restaurants are now coming full circle, and we're getting a scene of food, a food scene that maybe we didn't have 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So we're growing as a whole in every shape and form. It's it's cool to see it evolve, and this is just the start.
Yeah, bro. It's an amazing thing, man. And you know, just you mentioned food. There's a sushi by Scratch now here in Coral Gables. I don't know if you've been to it yet.
I haven't been yet.
It's amazing. Go to it. It's the best. There's also Uchi. There's like so many restaurants now that I'm thinking
I just went to one in Coconut Grove, Midori, that I had never had. So
fire.
Yeah, I'm always discovering new things.
Yeah, man. And that's not something that you saw, like you said, 10 years ago, right? Like, and even myself, who's a resident of the Midtown area, you know, seeing the evolution of Midtown, seeing the evolution of Wynwood, seeing the evolution of even this Coral Gable area, right? Because it's changed so much. Like, even down south, like, there's just so much growth happening here in South Florida. And I'm excited that we're a part of it, bro.
No doubt.
I'm excited that you're a part of it because your vision is a lot more brighter, colorful, and fun.
I'm trying, Coconut Grove is also doing a good job. They've revamped everything.
Coconut Grove is doing amazing
job. Yeah,
right
and
now,
at some point that's where people went. Coco Walk was where people went to hang out, and you see pictures from back in the day, and you're like, wow, that was jumping off. So yeah, there's definitely restaurants coming. I just had a Chinese food at Red Farm that was delicious too. So yeah, there's a New York restaurant coming now to Miami to expand and
yeah, bro, we're where it's at.
We see it coming, yeah.
We're definitely
a lot of New Yorkers coming down, which I don't blame them.
I mean, who wants to be in the snow for fucking
it's cold.
6 months out of the year? Not me, man. Not you, right? Look at us, shorts. Like we're out here, t-shirts, chilling. Before we wrap this up, Vic, because this has been amazing, and we thank you so much for joining us, bro. I gotta ask you this, bro, and I know this is a tough question. This is probably the toughest question I'm gonna throw at you today, bro.
Hit me.
All of your paintings are amazing. They all mean something special. They're all something different.
No doubt.
Right now, if you had to pick two of your favorite, which would it be? And I know that's tough because that's like saying, okay, which one's your favorite kid? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like, right now, what are your two favorite pieces right now?
I don't think I can answer that, man. Like kids, you can't have a favorite. They're all a time and place. I created them all feeling a certain way. I'm definitely think maybe it's the next two that are going out the door and I'm gonna hang, so I'm pumped to see those on a new wall and out of here, right? So maybe I have two going to UM now. I just delivered one to a baseball player this morning. I have another baseball player maybe possibly tomorrow. So maybe like ones that are on their way out
to the forever home.
Yeah. Okay. But then I also have like one that Saturday that I'm actually all like the groomsmen and the best friends of like the groom came together for this piece based on my friend. So to see that moment is gonna be special too. But yeah.
Yo, that's a dope one.
It's fun, man. It's fun. I've been doing a lot of collaborations with a good friend of mine, Entes from Peru. So we have like a whole little series coming. So those are fun as well.
That's what's up.
My pile of different people is, I'm constantly like thinking who could help me enhance this dream. So.
Man, I love it,
Yeah,
bro.
it's fun, yeah.
I love it, man.
No favorites, though, no favorites.
I almost had him. Man. Let me ask you this, Vic. You know, somebody who's in the art scene as yourself, right? You're obviously one of the leaders now in this art scene down in Miami. And that's kind of making you pave the way for guys, right? And opening new lanes, opening new avenues, new possibilities. Who is somebody that you see following kind of in your footsteps or following their own path, right? That you would say, you know what, Miami, look out for this guy, look out for this girl. They're coming up, they're gonna do some amazing things here. Doesn't have to be one, it could be multiple people.
Yeah, no, I definitely, look, there's definitely younger artists, but I definitely think there's also people that have been doing it a lot longer that have now transferred to Miami. Like my good friend from Peru, he's been coming down to Miami for forever. And he's now finally took the leap and has moved over here, and he's now making Miami home and getting really involved and tagging up and doing all that. So there's people like that, and then I have friends doing other forms of arts, like opening galleries, and the people at the Museum of Graffiti, Allison and Alan Kett, are doing incredible work. My friend Entes, that I was talking about as well, I've been collaborating with him, and he's amazing too. And then there's Miami OGs that keep shining, keep doing amazing exhibitions. Derek G from Hialeah
Yep.
now is curating different things throughout Wynwood and part of the art of hip hop with all his photographies of hip hop through the years and through his lens. So there's a lot of talent in this city, and it's constantly, there's a lot of people, a lot of people. Didi Rock on Calle Ocho is amazing. Atomic keeps doing his thing.
Yeah.
Aho has done his thing forever. Jonah Serwinski as well. Just, I'm constantly inspired by all these type of people because, look, the reality is to take the creative route is a tricky route. Like, to hear people criticizing or, because not necessarily they're gonna like it. Like, what you like might not be what I like, and vice versa, and someone else might like something else. So with art, you could get a lot of negative feedback and people not liking it and haters at the end of the day. So, but there's a lot of people, there's a lot of talent in this city. There's this other kid, Zion, that's a little younger than me that's been putting on, and just different, there's a lot of talent.
That's awesome, man.
And I'm here to support the OGs. I'm here to support the people up and coming. I'm here to support people doing amazing podcasts like yourself. And we got to keep rocking and we got to stick together. And that's how the world's going to grow. And that's how this city's going to keep growing. And amazing chefs out there as well.
Yes, sir.
Opening little restaurants here and there and pop-ups. And it's cool to see everybody getting the love they deserve and people showing love,
Yeah, and it's good to be part of that support group, right? And it's always
100%,
nice
we gotta
to
support
see
each
somebody
other.
like make it and be like, damn, look, you know, so-and-so fought hard, they put in the work.
You gotta put in the
grind.
work, you gotta fight.
Now look where they got. They were able to achieve some type of success, whatever that may mean to them, and it's just great to be a part of somebody's journey like that, man.
And everybody's success is different. Like what you might be satisfied with might not be what the other person is satisfied with.
And vice versa.
We all have different goals and what we want to leave when it's all said and done, right?
Yeah.
Our legacy and our name and how people viewed us and how people looked at us, and that goes a long way,
Yeah, man. I think that's the perfect way to end it, bro, because you couldn't have put it in any better words, man. Vic Garcia, thank you so much for joining us here on Sports with SoSo, bro. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your art, and we want you to know that here as a show, we're going to continue to support you because we really do believe in what you're doing here at Vic Garcia World, man. And we thank you for letting us in on your journey.
I appreciate it. I'm glad the world linked us up. At the end, shout out to Instagram and social media for putting us in front of each other, and let's continue to build. And like we us Spanish people say, mi casa, tu casa.
Mi casa, tu
likewise,
casa,
baby.
Appreciate
Thank you, man.
Vic.
God bless.
That's Vic Garcia. Check him out on Instagram, Vic Garcia. You can check out his other Instagram, Vic Garcia World. That's where we put a lot of the charities, a lot of the foundations and schools that he's working with. Please check him out. Show some love. Hit that like button, all right? Hit that follow button for my man right there. And of course, check out VicGarcia.com so you can get this type of merchandise, these type of shorts, even down to the socks. This guy has it all, y'all. And it's all custom made by this man right here, Vic Garcia. Thank you guys for joining us here on Sports with SoSo. We hope you enjoyed this interview. We're gonna continue to bring you more just like this. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And more importantly, hit the notification so you guys get notified when we drop hits like this. It's time to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.